Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play City Skylines. Welcome to Bremerdale. This will be episode 1 in the series, and we are going to do a few things differently with the series. We are going to play a bit of modded play. It's going to be a bit different from Havenbury, but the focus is going to remain on city building. We're going to be making sure to build as large of a city as we can and focus on the gameplay and stuff like that. So the mods that I've selected are things that have that in mind. We will, though, be doing a little bit of detailing in this series because I have that itch to do some detailing. I'm not going to do anything super detailed like you might see on Strict Toaster or players like that, but I will do some detailing at times. But getting back to the mods that I'm going to use, the biggest one that I've turned on is one called the real-time mod, and what that does is that changes the way the simulation works, and so that each citizen has to do things in kind of real time. So we have a daytime clock, and they have to get up in the morning and go to work, and then they get off work, and then they can go have fun and do other stuff. And then there are different work shifts as well, and so there's the day shift, the second shift, and the night shift, and buildings are turned on and off depending on what shift it is. So, like, the schools will not be operating at night, so they won't need workers, and they will turn off their lights and stuff like that. So the look is going to be different, and you can see that, I mean, we're going through night mode right now, doing the cinematic camera, which is about to end, and that will also get the clock moving again, I think. Oh, actually, we're paused. But, so you can see down here in the corner, it is 6 o'clock on Sunday, November 11th. The other thing about that is, based on the map's theme and the latitude and longitude for that theme, the time will be different depending on what time of the year. Or not the time, but the sun will rise and set at a different time each year. You can see it's starting to peak up just a little bit over there. But, so that is the real-time mod. And that one will really create some traffic issues in terms of rush hour and stuff like that. And it should be really fun to try to build a city around that. Then we also have the realistic population mod, which that can change the number of people that live in a single house. So your single-family household will only have one family in them, as opposed to in the vanilla game, sometimes they can have 4 or more families per single-family household, which that mod is going to cause us to create more urban sprawl. The high-rises, if we do any, can also have way more people in them than in the vanilla game, so we'll have to keep that in mind as well. Then we have the Citizen Life Cycle Rebalance mod, and that one makes it so that when people move in, they're not all moving in at the same age. They are randomized to determine if they're kids moving in, if they're young adults, if they're midlife adults, or if they are seniors. And that can help balance out death waves and get your population to be kind of a more realistic type of makeup in terms of age. And that sun is starting to come up. Then we have Rebalance Industries, which is one that just hit the workshop just over the weekend, and that one changes up the production rates of the industries, and more importantly, it changes how much the trucks carry and stuff like that. And so that should affect kind of how our industries are structured as well. Then we're going to be using, you can see I've got the Traffic Manager mod turned on for this one, and we have move it and find it and stuff like that. Those are for detailing. The traffic mod is really just to help detail a little bit of traffic issues that we might come up with. We do have unlimited resources turned on so that we don't run out, primarily because, as I've mentioned before, they deplete much faster than I actually think would be realistic. So we have that turned on because, especially with the real-time mod, I mean, you can see we've gone through about 20 minutes of real-time right now. So things are going to be much slower. We're going to speed up the game a little bit to get the daylight here so we can talk about what we're going to do. And I did have it, you can change the settings in real time so that you can change the speed at which it goes by. I slowed down the daytime hours and sped up the nighttime. So when it is truly dark, and right now the city officially wakes up at 6 a.m. So people are awake if we had any people. And yeah, so we're in the slower time right now. And then at night it should go by pretty quick. So what I want to do, and looking at the map here, it's going to be a little bit difficult in the dark. That's why I'm hoping that sun will come up in the near future. But this is going to be our main commercial district in here where I've got the mouse showing. Then we're going to have harbor and stuff all along here with a lot of warehouses back in this area. And what I want to do is I want to really dig into the industries concept. And we're going to have pretty much all of our industrial area in the industrial zones, or industrial areas. Like up here, we have, you can see the ground is a little bit different. That is ore in there. So we're going to have a gravel pit in here, and that's going to generate some jobs. And that will then feed into other stuff, and we're going to be importing and exporting and all kinds of stuff in that harbor. Now that the sun is coming up, we can talk a little bit. You might have noticed that I already unlocked all 81 tiles. That is another thing to mention. With the real-time mod, the mod doesn't work very well after about 65,000 people. There are issues with the mod at that point because of limitations within the game. And so, with the map we're using, the highest... Here, let's get to the end. The last milestone is at 90,000. So it will probably be difficult to get that far. It's possible that we may get a long ways and then either unlock all the milestones so that we can finish things up, or what we could do is maybe end up turning off the real-time mod, but that could mess things up. I'm not quite sure if we want to do that. I think it would be easier to turn it off than it is to turn it on at a high population, but we will deal with that when the time comes. But anyway, so the normal starting tile for the map is like right here. What I want to do is this road here is eventually going to be another highway that comes along the river here and meets up over here. And then this highway is going to feed this side of the commercial district, and this one will feed this side. And then I want to have a large park in the middle, or like a park type area in the middle. So I want to get the city started over here. Let's look at the topographic. You can see a lot of this area is very flat. So we're going to have a lot of grid in here. But a lot of the rest of the map is very hilly. So we're not going to have a ton of gridded area. Gridded area? It's kind of a weird word. But what we're going to do is build a road, of course. Unlock other roads, like these ones. We're going to bring this road in, and it's really going to be a placeholder for now with the one-way streets. But that will also get us so that we can build our road over this way. Now, one thing I do want to do is I want to try to keep the grid with this road. So we're going to bring this up primarily so we can get a road out this way. Hopefully we can get right through here. Okay, so that road, and actually that might be a good spot if we have, getting a little bit distracted, but if we have this come like that, that could be our park area. And I don't think I want it to be in there, but like this would be then the park area in here. And then we'll have commercial stuff on this side and offices and other stuff on this side. So that's probably what we'll do. Now the grid out this way is going to be our starting grid, or like the area that we start building in. And what I think I want to do is just put a little bit of stuff back in here in terms of industry. So we'll get a little bit of a building set out this way, or like stuff built out that way. And let's see, this is going to be a main avenue going in then. So we don't want too many intersections on here. So I'm actually going to redo this a little bit here. We're going to bring the road out this way. We'll go like that. And then this area will be our starting industry. We're going to come out in this direction. And that is going to be our starting residential. So we'll come over here like that, and then this can come all the way down, and we'll go like that. Now, and actually, why did that get mixed up? Oh well. Well, no, let's fix that. Somehow the cross streets, really, that's what it was. Let's bring those back. We want these, actually, I want it there, because the road might widen at some point. Let's get this further down. So we'll go like that. Then we're going to get that way, and that'll be the end of, as far as we go in that direction, because now we need to start getting things built. Power. So one thing, budget is going to be an issue at the beginning of this game, because there's a real-time construction speed too, and so it's going to take a while for our population to move in, which reminds me, maybe I should build a little bit more grid here so that we have plenty of space. It's going to help that we're doing the dirt roads, because that will allow us to, let's get these in here as well. That will allow us to get the, actually, you know what? I don't like that these are a different size, although that'll be fine, because that'll work. We're going to have a smaller grid over here. I'm okay with that. We'll figure it out. So anyway, the budget is going to be a little bit of an issue. So we're going to get that in there. Let's go ahead and we're going to start with, well, these are the same upkeep, so we'll just do a full one here. We're going to draw from over here, and we'll go ahead and dump it down here. So then this will come out. Let's get a nice pipe in place there. Go like that, and this one can come back over this way. Continue kind of a nice straight direction. We'll do that. Then this is going to come up here. And now we're going to no longer be in a nice grid for the water, but that's okay. Get it right there. Okay, so those all work. Then we need the power lines. And actually, let's come in here. We're gonna cut these right away, so that we're using less money, and I want to get the power run. We're going to run right along the road here. Come down like that, get one there, and hopefully we have enough. We do just about enough money, so we're going to then bring this across just to make sure that we can get a zoning thing in here. And let's go ahead and get some people moving in. Alright, so now you can see things are being built at a much slower rate here. We're going to go ahead and add a few more there. So it'll take a moment for them to move in. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is eventually this road, I want to curve along the hill here and then cross. And that's going to be our first bridge. And then we can maybe get some stuff over here eventually in terms of getting exports and warehouses and stuff over there, but I'm not sure how soon we'll get there. Like I said, it's going to take a while for people to move in. We have some big houses for these people already, and we're already at a negative bank balance, but hopefully that will adjust pretty quickly. Power and water, we're not even like using any, but I've already got like all of the zoning in place. It's gonna be a difficult run here. We'll get some commercial in there, and then we'll get some industrial out here as well. And hopefully we'll be able to make that first milestone. Otherwise, we're gonna have to take that. If this gets too low, then the game will generate a loan for you, which would then allow us to get some more grids in here for more zoning. Because we are going to cut it close to get to that milestone, which will be, let's see, 460 is what we need to get to for that first one. But more people are moving in, so that is good. And it should be, see, this is operating fine. We're getting plenty of water out of there, off of that cliff. Dumping sewage already. But it's nice to see people moving in. And then we've got a little bit of commercial already developing, a little bit of industrial developing over here. And we are in the green, which is a very good sign, because that means that soon we will be able to expand a little bit. And really, it should be interesting to have a bit of a grid layout in here. I think that will be, I'm trying to build an American city, like a Western American city, probably kind of like the, right on the West Coast. We'll leave it at that, but a lot of the cities out there have a lot of grids, and I think that is what we'll end up with through here. We may end up with two different grids, so like we may have one grid in this direction and then another grid that's kind of angled out this way. Kind of just taking advantage of the natural way that the land works. pretty soon we'll have more money, and then we'll be able to expand a little bit. I think I want to come out this way with the next little bit of road building. It's interesting to see. I mean, clearly a lot of these people are going to be working the first shift, and so we don't have too much in here. Oh, the other thing about the traffic manager mod that I forgot to mention is that I turned on the parking AI. So if we go here to traffic, these green mean that there is no need for parking. But if they become red, then if the buildings become red, then that means there isn't enough parking, and we're going to have to build parking lots. So that is something to watch. But now we have money. Let's go ahead and build out this way. And we'll get a little bit more residential zoning in. Can come right like this. Oh, and we ran out of money there for a moment. Let's get one more. There we go. There, that should get some more people moving in. And hopefully we will get through, get ourselves to the first milestone before the end of the first episode. I mean, that would be a nice achievement, I would think. If not, that's alright. But, I mean, the whole point of the series is that we're going to be moving pretty slowly so that we can focus on all kinds of little things. And like right now, we're really focusing on just getting started here. And it's interesting, I'm really interested to see how much urban sprawl we will end up with the real-time mod and the realistic population. I mean, you can see we have 173 people, and we're a pretty sizable little town already in terms of area. Now, we didn't get any water built over here yet, so let's do that. And we're going to need another little bit here. Get these roads in place. And we'll come down here. I think this is actually a little further than the other one. I don't know if we're really doing uniform grid sizes, but we're doing what we're doing. And that's how it's gonna go. Oh, now that worked out. Oops. That would have worked out well if I had clicked in the right spot. There we go. So now it is about noon. People are going to go on lunch break soon. So we might see an increase of people coming from the industrial area over here to the commercial area in a moment. And you can see people have now gone out. They're walking around for lunch. They're coming down here. Lots of people coming down here for lunch. More people moving in. So the traffic increases around lunchtime, and then it will die down again. So like we need to add a little bit of commercial zoning, in fact. We'll get another block set for that. I have some coffee there. So the residential or the work areas change in their number of workers as well, and that's true with the Rebalanced Industry mod that I have. The number of workers in like the farms is going to be really low, but then the factories will be increased based or like above what the base DLC has. Now this city is already requiring a lot more commercial than I feel like we normally see. I want to see how far bring the road here. And then this can come all the way in. We'll get another little entrance there to the city. This can come over like that, and we'll get another little bit of grid in here. See, I don't want that to be so close, so we'll stop there. And that's one thing that we will see, like this road is going to split the grid a little bit. We'll have other roads as well, but like I really want the grid in here for the commercial main area. Let's bring a water pipe out this way now. We'll come down in that direction and get it up in that direction too. How are we doing with electric consumption is getting a little bit higher now, but we're also doing better with our budget, and we're really expanding out in this direction. Let's get another block of industry. So we are going to see a bit of growth in there. Now I think I want to get this road in place as well. I want the road, let's see, it's going to go like that, I think. It's not cheap to build there. Now, is that about the right spacing? I think it is. And then we'll curve like that. Curve it over here as well. Just to get this placeholder in here. Even though now we're paying for this road and not truly using it all that much. And I don't think I want it to go quite that far. I'll probably go a little bit straighter through here as well. Now we need more people again. I guess we'll go out in this direction now. We're going to approach that hill. We'll bring this road out. Get another row here. We're really getting close to that milestone. So then this is going to come up this way. And at that milestone, we'll unlock a few more things that next episode we'll be able to do a little bit. Let's see, what will we unlock? Garbage, healthcare, education. So those will be things to deal with at that point. But I mean, we're really seeing urban sprawl already. 500 people, and we've used up probably half a tile already. So that, here we are. Little hamlet. So we've got garbage, healthcare, and education. We will be able to build a landfill and stuff like that. In fact, we should probably get the landfill in place pretty quick here. Just because the landfill is not something you want to mess around with. And I don't want it too close to those trees. Let's put it over here, I guess. Don't actually want a landfill much at all. In fact, we can't level that yet. Let's build it up on this hill. But we will get a landfill in place so that people's garbage needs are met. And that is where we will leave it today. We'll watch the cinematic one more. We'll do a different cinematic, but I hope you liked the video. We got the city started today. We talked about what the series is going to be, and I'm really excited to get this going. We're going to have a few episodes in a row the next couple of days, but then we'll get back to alternating between this and Inver Isle for a while. But let's leave it here. and I will see you tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is too bad. I'm not sure why you watched the whole thing. You wasted your time with it. But either way, I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.